We just picked up this mini truck for $1,000. Come check this beauty out. Levi and I have been looking for one of these mini trucks for a long time. We finally found one that's a good deal. Hopefully it's not too knackered. Come take a look inside. We got loads of spare parts, torn up seats, but the body is solid.
More extra parts. And those are extra. They aren't missing off the rest of it.
This has flip down bed sides on every single side. It is a 1973 Daihatsu Hi-Jet mini truck. It's a left-hand drive, which is unusual because most of these were right-hand drive made in Japan. It has a 350cc
three-stroke,
two-cylinder, two-stroke engine, and 4-speed transmission. It was last used in about 2013, so it's been sitting for 11, 12 years or so, and we're excited to get this thing back on the open road.
Yeehaw. We got a lot of potential hiding under this dust. Look at that. This thing is gonna clean up nice.
What are we gonna do first?
Clean it.
Okay.
This thing is cleaning up nicely. We got it all glass cleaned up, the bed empty, the inside clean. Looks brand new. See through the glass.
Here, just hooking up our battery with some good old vice grip.
Come on, Bessie.
Okay.
Do something for us.
I'm worried this key is gonna snap. It's a little...
No way!
I cannot believe that.
Are you kidding me? Just one more little crank.
Well, I'm worried this key is gonna snap in half. I'll give her a try though.
That is the best sight ever. Woo!
We got our camera going here.
We got Benny in the passenger seat.
Let's get cranking.
Come on, Sparky. What'd you do?
I didn't do nothing.
Just gonna dump a little bit of marble down in the hole.
Perfect.
Drippage never hurt anyone.
All right, we're gonna let this thing sit for a bit.
I don't know where we left off on this, but I did some off-camera knackering. I found the distributor, got to the points, cleaned the points.
Let's take a little peek down there.
Unfortunately, after we got Spark, the starter stopped working, so that's what we're gonna work on now. Look at this look at this beautiful rack.
That is a bootyful rack.
What's not to like about a nice rack? Here's the starter off the truck. The solenoid works on this, pushes out the gear, but it doesn't spin. This one was sitting in a pile of sand, and it kind of spins. So I think we're gonna try to get this one working, and if not, we're bump starting it.
Bum starting it. Levi said I wouldn't electrocute myself, but this is testing the starter. It's only locking forward, it's not actually spinning, whereas this one
Kind of spins.
spins, but it doesn't seem to be moving forward. So we're gonna clean up both of these and hopefully we get one working one. Well, we got a few random tidbits in here. This is the outer thingy-majigger.
Outer skin. Foreskin.
I thought we removed that. And then this is the other thingy-mabob. We got a lot of technical jargon going on here. So we're just gonna kind of
clean up some tiddlywinks and
hopefully she gives us an old spin. Puts us through the spin cycle.
well, against all the odds, we figured it out. Watch this.
Come on. Put it against the end of it.
No, this wasn't touching.
Well,
A little bit of that action. And we're sparking and we're spinning, boys. Let's put her back in the engine.
and then we can grab the starting fluid because we have spark now.
Starting fluid is always the next step.
We got it lifted today because last time I crawled under there, there's about this much room. But we're going under.
Little crotch shot for you.
Get in there, boy. Oh, it's comfy.
Wow, that looks great. All right, let's get that starter motor all buttoned in there.
Oh yeah, it's looking perfect. Do not get a cat. It is not worth it. But if you look under here, there's a whole bunch of rust, whole bunch of grease, and that about sums it up.
There's a better look at the engine. It is a 350cc two-stroke engine, cat powered, and got a cute little, whoa, there's our light. Cute little intake exhaust manifold. There's our starter. Beauty. Beautiful. So there's not a lot of information about this specific year or model of Daihatsu. It has a two-stroke, two-cylinder, water-cooled engine. If you have any information about this engine, please let us know. That would be really helpful. It's 350cc, two-stroke. That's about all we know so far. Has the cutest little transmission. I think we're about ready to start cranking it. Well, supposedly Levi got sparked the other day. We're gonna test to see if he was a dirty, dirty liar, or see if
Or a mechanical genius.
he was telling the truth. Make sure you use the proper battery connections anytime you're doing mechanicals.
If we could use an adjustable wrench, we would.
Okay.
Key in there.
Also, take a good look at this key. This is the jankiest looking key I've ever seen. It's about ready to snap in half. Hopefully it doesn't happen now that I said that on video. Okay, next step. We check for a spark. Grab on a hold of this, boy.
Bring out that cat. Double sparking it.
We're gonna check for double here.
Let me get a better angle here.
If we get spark on both those, I want you all to let out a nice loud screech. Okay, let's check for spark. Here we go.
We got one spark and no spark on one of them.
Interesting.
But I did get new spark plugs, so I'm gonna go grab those. Send it. Double spark?
Double sparking!
Yeah!
High five!
We're getting this rubber off and we're going to town.
Here you go.
Now we have a direct shot in the carburetor. We're gonna put these spark plugs in and she's gonna crank over.
I can barely take it.
Let's get cranking. Down in the carburetor there. Healthy amount.
Oh,
Crank it.
Here we go. Say a prayer.
Come on, Bessie. Alright, stop. Huh. It tried for a little.
It did try for a second.
I need the... Come on, Bessie.
whole lot of nothing.
What's going on?
What's that weird little noise?
Just a little rattle.
Spark again, just make sure we still got spark. Yeah, we're good. Now we're gonna take some of our 2-stroke mix, squirt it right down the holes.
And then get cranking. Bessie?
Send it! Alright, we're getting the calculator off because we already know the carburetor is crusty, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this, and then we'll probably try spraying some more starting fluid in the intake hole.
And hopefully it does something for us.
Hopefully it does something different than what we were already doing before. Yes. There's a little terrorist trying to sabotage our working environment. We're trying to get this carburetor off, and this little monster keeps reaching through, giving us
biting our hands,
giving us the reach around.
Come on, just take
Look
it.
at, did you see that little paw coming through there? Just like that, fresh carburetor
For dinner.
Who knows what's going on there? Alright, got the bunghole off the carb. Let's see what kind of fluid's in here.
Dry as a bone.
Nothing.
And
Not
those bones be dry.
I've never seen bones this dry. Ay, ay, ay. Concerning. Very concerning. This thing is greasier than a
Christmas
goose.
jalopy.
Alright, now that we got the carburetor off, we just want to make sure the carburetor wasn't the problem. So we're going to spray some starting fluid.
Say your prayers.
And I'm going to do a little reach through.
Any day now. Nothing. It's almost like it's sucking the wrong way.
Alright, we decided we're going to try out the original spark plugs. We cleaned off the one that wasn't getting spark, so hopefully now
She turns over.
You know, it could have just been the spark plugs from the get-go, and we jumped into the new ones without really giving the originals a fair try. We're gonna try this, and hopefully we can get this to pop off on camera. We'd have 10 hours of footage if we filmed everything. So we're trying to get this thing to go.
Come on, Bessie.
Ready? Yeah. Nothing.
Whole bunch of nothing.
I feel like it's the timing.
I mean, now it's different than...
I'm more pleased than Santa after you've had a good year. We confirmed that this is an S38 Daihatsu engine. You see that right there? That says Daihatsu. I can read Japanese now. Anyways, I cleaned this up with some of this Easy Off oven cleaner. It works great for getting all the crusty bungus and grease off. So now we're gonna take it apart, put it in ultrasonic cleaner, and then we still have lots of other problems to figure out, but at least this will be good to go.
Crack her open.
Let's see what treasures are hiding inside.
A little peek down there.
Oh, dry as a bone.
Those bones be
It
dry.
actually doesn't look too bad, which is good, because I feel like finding a gasket kit, a carb rebuild kit for this would probably be impossible.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some crusts. Well, here's a little update for you, Bojangles. We're not really sure what's going on. we kind of hit a stalemate. We don't have a compression tester. We don't have a bore scope. We know some things and we don't know more things. So we're not sure if we're going to keep knackering on this thing tonight or call it a day and maybe try to get a little bit of advice from you guys. But if we are done for now, that's all we got. Love you guys. Bye.
But there's a chance we keep working on this for hours. You just never know.
Well, let this thing soak for a few cycles. Sorry about the noise. We got the Beaver diesel heater back. Anyways, this thing is looking pretty clean. It's still a little bit of grease and dirt, but we got all the tasty bits cleaned up. And now I think we're just gonna kind of put it back together and hope for the best.
And remember when we said we were done for this a few hours ago? We've still been knackering on it.
A dirty, dirty lie.
Holy, look at him. He's just going straight for it. He's trying to electrocute himself.
Just gonna do a little pre-filling of the bowl.
Like it never happened.
Well, this one was soggier than a wet biscuit, so I went ahead and just pressed it on there, and now I'm just cutting up a new gasket.
Cardboard special. Just how we like them.
All right, gonna carry this with our bowl full of fuel back over here to the intake manifold. How confident are we that this is gonna work?
49%.
Gonna get our fresh gasket.
Show that off real quick.
White Claw Surge. Only the best.
Guaranteed to succeed. If we just film everything, you guys would be real bored. We're about to go down.
We're about to test it out. We do have to put the spark plug boots back on because
We don't want to waste our precious fuel.
Bro, this dang cat keeps trying to attack us while we're
If anyone wants a cat,
anyways, we have the carburetor put on. The fuel's not hooked up, but we have fuel in the carb bowl, and I think that could be enough to get a little squirt into the engine and get us going.
purring.
You guys go sit over there.
We're gonna get cranking.
Wish us luck, because if you're not cranking it, brother, hold on.
What?
Okay, here we go.
Gasser or no?
Send it. No, because it's not hooked up.
Choke?
Nope.
I'm gonna choke it a bit.
No, the choke's not hooked up.
No. Okay, you choke it a bit. Okay. Wah, wah, wah.
Just go, Gabby. We can turn off the cameras. We made a major Barn Brothers investment here. Compression checker. We should be at around 100 PSI is what our extensive research showed. So we're gonna screw this in here and hopefully we get some decent pressure. Otherwise, it's a good indication of what's going wrong here. Just hooking up our
Battery.
and
We can get cranking.
get clean. You wanna hold that? Bro. Watch, I would get out of there, Benjamin.
Ready?
Yeah. Keep going. Ooh.
Nothing?
About like 75 PSI.
I mean, that's not terrible.
That's pretty bad. Go.
Alright.
What the nuts is going on?
What? Nothing?
Nothing.
Well, there's our problem.
What did you do?
Here's what's going on. We have some compression in this cylinder, no compression in this cylinder. So I think we're just gonna drop the engine, dig in, see what we find.
That sounds like a pain in the knackers.
It will be. Hopefully we don't find anything too worrisome, because finding parts for this is darn near impossible.
Okay, let's get to it. Crawl under there, boy.
And if you didn't notice, my neighbor's blowing his leaves for the last 3 hours.
He's blowing what? Alright. We're draining from our bunghole down here. We're gonna get all this bad gas out. Not really relevant to dropping the engine, but I got a little distracted.
88
ADHP.
88 DDH.
There's probably more gas. More gas in here than this container can take, but that's fine. That's for later me to worry about. Alright, this is an all hands on deck. all hands on deck kind of day. We got a lot going on here.
Starter's coming back off.
Figures. Got other barn brother doing some knackering inside, and the shop cat being no help at all. Not too bad.
Oh boy.
Holy
Free.
smokes. Look at that exhaust.
Let's see what's in this thing.
Why are you running away from me?
All of our starting fluid. How's it going under there?
Terrible. Alright. Pevi is getting the last bolt off the transmission bracket. Once we get this off, in theory, this engine
should be free.
Should be tipping down. Please. Go ahead, drop her down.
She's moving.
Nice. And then there's just two little peggies on the front. We just gotta push the engine up and we'll drop the whole thing out.
Go for it.
Alright, I'm gonna take this out.
It's holding it.
I know I'm gonna have to hold it for a second. Let me know when you're ready to try and go.
Why are you going from back there and not over on the other side?
Because I don't
What
have
arm's your good arm?
my left. I don't have
So,
the
use
leverage to push this up with just my arm. Good thing there's no coolant on the ground.
Okay, I'm barely holding it, so.
Alright, let's just stop.
Where are we getting caught up on the motor mount bolt?
Yeah, just the motor mount bolt. I'm wondering if we should just... Oh, she's coming out.
It's too tall this way.
I don't think it...
Like the carburetor.
Well, is it tilted weird?
Yeah.
Does it look like there's more room on the side, Nathan?
Maybe.
Well, right now it's on its side.
Oh, we're losing some oil.
We're in deep now.
Woo! Look at that beauty. Oh boy, what have we done? Yikes. We got a ZM, that's what we thought. ZM 356cc, 2-stroke engine,
That's all we know.
S38 Daihatsu. Pretty much the rarest thing ever made. There you go.
That's what we got.
Wow. There she is. Daihatsu.
Craftsmanship.
Craftsmanship?
Huh.
What's next?
Start taking it apart.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see if we can do this without snapping any bolts. So we'll see. Really curious to see what we find inside this crusty engine.
Are you nervous? Trembling?
Okay, let's look inside.
Treasure.
Got some crust in there. Ooh. Alright, go ahead and give me a drum roll, please.
Huh. Not too
I
bad.
don't know what I'm looking at. Well, we didn't quite get the answers that we wanted from taking just the head off. So we're having to get in a little deeper into the bowels of this thing. Next up, I think we're going to take off the exhaust manifold. If you come look over here, this setup is interesting. Each jug is separate from the other. They don't connect at all. So I can take off this jug separate from this jug. Who doesn't love a good set of jugs? All right, Levi, tell them what's going on here.
More coolant.
Where's it coming from?
No clue.
Coming from holes we don't want it to be coming from, that's what it's doing. Come on. Get that thing taken off there. Please.
Hurry.
Huh. Interesting.
Is that piece of the ring missing?
Play ball, let's see.
I think we're missing a big chunk of our rings.
Oh no. Ring-a-ding-ding.
There is a massive...
Can we see it in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at it compared to.
yeah. That's a big chunk of ring missing. That'll affect our compression for sure.
It's okay. We have bad news, booger boys.
We've got some chunkage missing from the piston, as well as possibly the entire ring.
It might be.
And the other thing that's concerning is, where did it go?
Oh boy. It's a bad day.
Buy a $1,000 mini truck, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
It's the worst discovery.
Since sliced bread. Alright, listen up, you wiener schnitzels. What we went ahead and did is ordered a new piston for each side, new rings. They're going to be a little bit oversized, so we're going to have to take these jugs, get them bored over. Those are unfortunately coming from Indonesia, so it's going to be a few weeks at least before we can get the engine back together. However, in the meantime, we've got a buttload of rust to get cleaned up and a lot of cosmetic stuff still in this truck. So we're going to be working on this truck, getting it cleaned up, getting some of the rust done, bed liner, and a whole lot of other knackering. If you follow If you follow along this far and you want to support this build, go ahead and check out our merch. Buy a sticker, buy a hat, make your mom buys a sticker or hat. We don't care.
Buy your mom a hat.
Who cares? Support the High Jet mini truck build. That's all.
We're back with the mini truck. We ordered some parts, but today we're gonna get this engine cleaned up because that's all we can really do for now. Let's get to it.
Let's go, carrier.
I'm tempted just to drop this so we can be done with it. We got our hose about 50% blocked. We got some oven cleaner. We're gonna get this thing sparkling.
We're gonna get this thing soaking more than Mormons. Alright, we're pushing this big chunkus out into the driveway.
So we can get grinding.
We can get grinding. Two brothers grinding on one mini truck.
One mini truck bed.
All your hopes and dreams.
after a quick grinding, it's already looking 100 times better. Now we got some acid in here.
Holy smokes. This thing might be salvaged after all.
This might be a full-on restoration. Not
You just got it in my eyes.
not even a crustoration.
Acid in your eyes. Holy guacamole.
There's no rust under there.
There's rust in my eyes. And acid. Alright, here's the plan, booger boys. This thing is wetter than, never mind. But we're gonna let it dry, and then we're gonna put some of this special rust coating on. Basically like Pour 15, but this was somehow $75. And then after that dries, we're gonna scuff it up a little bit more. Bed liner. We're gonna bed line the whole bottom, and then probably the insides and the whole walls of the bed. And then we'll be scooting.
Should be looking nicer than a Christmas pig on Thanksgiving.
See you in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
Bye. What should we got going on out here?
Well, we got this thing soaking in oven cleaner. As you can see, it's nice and bubbly. But if I just go like that, fresh aluminum right underneath. So we're gonna let this soak overnight, and then we'll see you in the morning.
The engine may be knackered, but it'll be clean. You're on.
All right, well, we let the engine soak in oven cleaner overnight. Come take a look at it.
It did pour overnight,
It got a little bit of rain.
so she's well soaked.
Oh no, we're kinked. Holy smokes, there was an engine hiding under there. No water is gonna get in this engine.
This thing's gonna be knackered for sure.
Alright, now that we've gotten every little speck of rust off this truck bed, we're just gonna tape it off very carefully, and then we're gonna slap down some rust converter. I am high as a kite right now from all these fumes. Holy smokes.
We had to shut the garage door so Benny wouldn't get in the paint. But now
this thing is looking premium. We're just painting over all our life problems, and it's going better than I ever could have hoped.
it's pretty shiny though.
Well, after I finish this little strip here, there will be no more rust on this car.
That's a complete restoration right there.
Holy smokes! It's a brand new truck.
You go blind looking at that, it's so shiny.
Don't look at this over here.
He was always like this.
We knew this was gonna happen, but somehow we didn't prevent it.
We tried to.
Now we've got some footprints on the
We're
ground.
gonna go put them out in the wet. It's like a whole new truck back here.
Wow.
The paint's in perfect condition. The bed's in perfect condition. The engine's in terrible condition. But we're still moving ahead.
What a friggin' beauty.
Not too shabby.